My god. We can just sum it up and say, like, this is all your fault. Because I didn't do anything wrong. No, obviously I didn't. You think I wanted to be stuck in here with you? Are you crazy? You must be. Why would I go out of my way to do that? What? Hold on, hold on, hold on. You think I love spending time with you? Listen, you might be my best friend, but that ego is crazy work. No. No, it's not true. I'm not hiding my feelings. I am being honest. Okay. No, no, and no. What, you think this was just my secret plan and I was, I don't know, hoping to spend more time with you? So I made it somehow that we would just happen to walk into this closet at the same time and magically be locked in here. You know, you don't seem as worried as I thought you would be. No, that's not what I misspoke. I didn't mean to say would be. I mean, that would be crazy. Right? Right? I'm not crazy. What do you mean prove it? How can I prove I'm not crazy? That's your misconception. Nothing to do with me. Well, obviously I'm not worried. I mean, I don't mind being in here. It gives me an excuse to skip out on work and every other responsibility I have. What? Don't tell me. You're excited to go back to everything that's out there? You don't want to just, I don't know, be trapped in here a little bit longer? I mean, think about it. Technically, this is the perfect excuse for everything you don't want to do. No, we are trying to get out. Just chill for like, I don't know, an hour. An hour is reasonable. It's just enough time to make it seem like we were making a clear effort to get out of here, but like, you know, not too hard. Anyway, since we're here, why don't we just relax? It's been a while since we have quality time together. I mean, it feels like you've been avoiding me for so long. Oh, wait, you think I've been avoiding you? No, I mean, I wasn't avoiding you. I was more or less just keeping tasteful distance. No, it's not because of your new boyfriend. I mean, it's partially it, but like, that's not the full picture. No, I'm not jealous. What do I have to be jealous about? Hold on. You think I'm jealous of the fact that you have a boyfriend? No, no, don't be silly. Not even close. In fact, I just think you made a terrible decision. To be honest, like that guy's trash, but that's not something you didn't already know. You make poor decisions all the time, and I enjoy being here, supporting you through all of those poor decisions, because honestly, you've done the same for me. It's the least I can do. Yes, it's kindness, actually, if you weren't sure what that was called. I am saying it nicely. Oh, yes, I am. Listen, are you picking a fight with me right now? Don't do that. It's only the two of us in here. Nobody is coming to save you. So don't piss me off. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, it's nice. Since we're here, we can just talk about whatever. I didn't really have anything particular on my mind, but like, recently I've been thinking so much about the past. Not in a way that's like regretful or anything, but like, It's nostalgia, I think. There are all these little things that just suddenly evoke a sense of being back where I was. It could be like the music, it could be a smell, a name, a sound, even the thought of a place. It doesn't exactly have to be me recalling the memory, but just having the idea pass by is enough to place me back into that scene. You know, like when you and I first met. I'm not saying that that's what I've been thinking about, but like as an example, thinking about meeting at the library and that day where we just spent talking. That was one of the most happiest days of my life, if I'm being honest. You know, I came to college thinking like there's not a chance. Well, maybe there was a chance, but it was gonna be very small that I actually made a meaningful friend, and somehow, some way, I just knew the moment when I saw you, like, yep, that's the one. You're gonna be my person for a little bit. Maybe you were equally crazy because you agreed and you had no reason to, but for whatever reason you did. And oh my god, when we had our first date, I mean not date, but like, okay, fuck it, we can call it what it is. That was a date. You know, when we first started dating, okay. Let me step back. When we had our first date, which one would you count as the date? Is it the library or is it the play? I think either is like a valid starting point. For me, I'd say the library was us getting to know each other, but our first like actual date was definitely the play. I remember oh my goodness. I was so upset. At the end of the play, when we were saying goodbye and you were telling me that you were gonna go halfway across the parking lot. It was so dark. You're like, I hope we don't get kidnapped. And I'm like, yo, don't say that. What do you mean you're gonna get kidnapped? That was my sign to not be an idiot and to actually like just walk you to your car. I look back on that moment and I'm just like, yo, why didn't you do that? Oh my goodness. I was so stupid. Why didn't I walk you to your car? It was the smallest gesture that I think current me absolutely would have and should have done, but like me back then was just I was just happy to be there. And it all was so new to me, you know. I never really had a friend that I could, you know, go to places and experience things like that with. And to me, you were that first person. So it all came easy. I don't regret it. And I'm happy at the fact that we were able to share that time and we had that moment because it still means a lot to me. And it's moments like when, I don't know, the temperature drops and it gets really cold suddenly, and all of a sudden my brain transports me back to that day or back to that time. It's not an emotion as much as it is like a feeling, you know? Like I just know it feels like I'm back there. And what comes with that moment are all those emotions I felt back then. A longing, a sense of happiness, just I felt like we both needed each other. I had a sense of purpose. No, I'm not saying I don't have a sense of purpose now. I'm just saying that like things were a little bit different, you know? But that was such a good time. And that's just one example, you know? Like you don't ever get that way when you hear like a really old song and you're just suddenly transported back in time and you remember. I'm talking like I'm an old man. Yo, I'm not even that old, but it's crazy how detailed my memory can be on specific times, even when I was like just in middle school. It's so clear, but maybe it's clear because it wasn't. I mean, it was a long time ago, but it like relative. I'm not relative. It's not like it was a forever time ago, you know. That's why I feel like I don't know, those memories just come back a lot easier, and I can place myself back there. Know exactly what it felt like, know exactly what that was. Yeah, obviously I had a crush on you. Like, yeah, like what is there to hide? You knew it, and we both knew it. It was just, I mean, here we are, trapped in a closet, and here I am confessing everything. But it's like, this is nothing you didn't know. Was it not obvious? The way I looked at you, the way I called your name, the way that I still sometimes look at you like you're the most beautiful and amazing and perfect thing I've ever laid eyes on. How I can't help myself but want to just give you a bunch of compliments and want to be nearby you and be close with you. But I get it. Respectful distance, circumstances are different, and you and I both agreed we're better off as friends. And that's okay. Even if that's not something that's destined to be for the rest of our lives, you know? Like, you're gonna have your own life, and I certainly am going to have my own. But for the time being trapped in the closet with you right here, right now, is not the worst thing. It's nice, because it's another memory that I get to build with you and another moment that I get to share, and hopefully in the future we'll be reminiscing on when I think about, dang, there was that one time where I just, made an excuse and didn't do anything, and it was just the two of us stuck in a closet. Stories to never be told to anybody, right? You better not tell anybody, I swear to God. Or else I will hurt you. I wouldn't. But, it's nice. Not us being trapped, but like, just thinking about it all. In some ways, it feels like life is moving so quickly, and I'm worried that I'm not really capturing it all as much as I should, you know? You ever feel that way? Like you're not really able to exist in the moment? I think it's that exact anxiety that has driven me to have such a detailed memory on moments that I desperately wanted to grasp onto because I knew that they were significant. Like this one. When I look at you and I know you're doing well and you're doing so much better than when we first met. I mean, both of us. I mean, we were fucking emo messes. Like, God. It was just. I don't even know what was happening. And yet, somehow, here we are. Making it through it all and making it somehow make sense. And, you know, am I an idiot for only being able to confess so clearly when we're trapped in a closet? Or perhaps it's because we're trapped in this closet that I feel bold enough that there's no escape for either of us. It's only the space between us where we have to confront what is being said, you know? And you can't run away. Not that I think you would. I think it's one thing I appreciate about you is that, like, you wouldn't. You're so honest. Maybe in a way that you feel like you're not honest, but you are. It's I don't know how to communicate that well. Hold on. I think you're honest with everything that you communicate, even the thoughts that you aren't sure are true. And that level of candidness comes from, I think, a shared connection between the two of us. I see you, and I've seen you from the day that we first met, and I don't know what it was, but the brain just knew, like, yeah, it's gotta be her. She's it. Like, and she was, and you are, and you have been, and I continue to be fascinated and amazed at how seamless and natural that just happened. Like, it was so it was so easy. Nothing was forced. Nothing was. Like we didn't need to change or force or any of that. It was just us. That's enough. Now we're slightly older, more experienced in different places in our lives, but still somehow I'm grateful to have the chance to be in the same space as you, like right now. That I can just share this time and reminisce and build something, another memory to hold on to desperately. Something that only the two of us know. Relax, I have no plans on overstepping my boundaries. I'm cool as we are. I'm by no means jealous of your boyfriend. If anything, I'm happy for you. I mean it. I'm happy. I'm glad that, you know, you have something, and I'm no doubt that you have every right to be happy given all that you've been through. And I feel confident that you also feel that same way about me, so it makes it a whole lot easier. There is no ill will, no bad intention. And I'm not overstepping my boundary when I say it, but you have been, and you always will be, so fucking beautiful. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, every part of your existence. It deserves poems. It deserves everything. I mean, my God. How could I not feel that way when I earnestly feel like you've been one of the most significant and human connections I could ever have found. And I treasure that. I treasure that more deeply than anything else. So, fuck work, fuck anything else I need to do today, because I am happy. Okay, I am glad that you and I are trapped in here, whether I planned it or not. This moment needed to happen, okay? And I'm grateful that it did. I am. I'm grateful. You're the best. I always think you will be. Even when you don't think so. I think you're pretty amazing. Honest. And I adore every single second that I get to share with you. It's amazing. Oi, are you falling asleep? Oh my God. Okay, whatever. Whatever, I won't say anything. I will just let you sleep. You have to be really comfortable to be able to fall asleep after all of that. It's kind of cute. Don't tell your boyfriend I said that. I'm not ready to fight anybody today. But it's okay. This moment, this time, this friendship that we've had, it's not forever, but it's ours. And I'm glad we had it. I'm glad I could be the first person to remind you that you're important and that you matter and that you're beautiful and that you're amazing, and to tell you that it'll all be okay. Because it will be. For both you and me, it will be okay. Don't you forget that.